Okay, down here in Florida, just got knocked out at the knockout round in Heavy Hitters, Major League Fishing, Bass Pro Tour. You know, it was a tough week. Never fished down in Florida this time of year. It was hot. Fishing was tough for most of us. I mean, some of the guys like Mark Rose and Adrian and Wheeler, of course. Some other guys really figured it out, smashed them. Zach Bird, Skeet Reese. I just kind of went with what I like to do. I love throwing topwater baits, and that's what I ended up catching them on. And today I had 7 good bites. I landed 2 of them. Previously, in the past 2 days, I caught everything that bit me. I had a really big one today blow up on my bait, but didn't get it, and that's the way it goes. I'm not complaining. That's just the way fishing is. But here's my 3 baits. I mean, I tried to flip them. I tried to throw a worm. I tried to do this a little bit, but I just love throwing topwater baits. So right here, this is the first bait. I caught a 6-pounder on this the first day of competition. It's a Brabec single buzz, and I got a little unique kind of trailer on there. Nothing really fancy. 60-pound FX2 braid, 7.5 heavy ritual angling rod, and a Daiwa Tatula 7-to-1 gear ratio. I mean, just chunking and winding. I was fishing around clumps of hydrilla, and I had one hydrilla bed I was really focusing on. I thought there was a bunch of them in there, and I still think there is, but I caught a few out of that. My main thing I did though was throwing this. This here is an old school Super Spook. You can see it was a custom color, and I beat the paint off of it. I just covered a ton of water. I was in this big bay. There was hydrilla almost topped out, and I was just working it just over and over and over. 7'7" ritual angling rod, Tatula Elite 7-1 to gear ratio, and 50-pound FX2 braid with an FG knot, which I felt that was really important. FG knot to a 25-pound Sunline Supernatural monofilament leader. I like that monofilament to keep that bait up high in the water column so the nose doesn't drag down. I did most of my damage on that in the second round of elimination, so really good. And then what I did was, where I started, there was kind of these really tight groups of hydrilla, like little balls of it here and there, and I would throw the buzz bait by it, and I was like, man, when it got really slick, really calm, I didn't feel like they were wanting to get it, so I rigged up a Jackall Prop Cut, just a little prop bait, makes a lot of noise, I'd throw it out there right next to that. I caught 3 of my scoreable bass this week on the chop cut, and I was rigging that the same way, 50-pound Sunline FX2 braid to a monofilament 25-pound Sunline Supernatural leader. And the gear ratio, or the reel I was throwing that on, was actually the Tatula SB TW, which is a lighter bait, and I wanted to not get backlashes or anything because at times there was wind, not a lot of wind, but anyway, that's why I had it on 7-to-1 or 7-1 gear ratio, and that's kind of what I caught my fish on. I didn't catch a bunch of fish. I had quite a few bites. A huge other factor in this whole deal was, before I had left, I called a buddy of mine in AFCO, and I was like, dude, I'm going to Florida in June. Is the Samurai okay? He's like, dude, that's okay, but we got a new product, a Uray. I'm like, Uray? He's like, yeah, man, it's this new technology, this aero mesh, this and this. So I got some from Tackle Warehouse, and it is unbelievable. I was wearing my jersey over this one right here. It's got a built-in face mask and the hood, and it was actually kind of cool. I mean, for Florida and the conditions we had with, I mean, I don't know how much percentage of humidity we had today, but it was hot, hot, hot. I mean, every day we've been here. So the U-Ray is a new must-have for me. That's what I caught him on. It wasn't too crazy. I tried a bunch of different things, and just I went to what I love to do, and that's throw topwater baits. And unfortunately, 5 of them got away today, but there's always next time. If I had to do it again, not having watched or seen or heard about what guys caught them on, I would probably do the same thing, because that's what I love to do.